listen, we questioned it at the start of the year. Say, hey, listen, why is Danila Klimovich getting scratched? Why are all these things happening? Why is Jet Wu not getting an opportunity? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? They're on a really good track right now, and I think a lot of that is to do with what Jeremy Colleton is doing with this team. And it starts with Klimovich for me, because the biggest thing that Jeremy Colleton can do for a big dub, a big win for the organization in the spot that he's in, the biggest win he can give to the Vancouver Canucks organization currently with this team is to develop the young players. He's now has an opportunity to work with Vasily Podkolzin, work with Niels Haglander. He's been working with Danila Klimovich, who, man, something's clicked for Klimovich ever since Podkolzin came. I know he didn't put up a point yesterday, but I was talking to IMAC today about this, about Klimovich. Very similar type of player to Jonathan Lecaire-Mackey, where they're a floater, right? It's called the bumper position in the power play.
Yep.
That's where Klimovich and Lecaire-Mackey floated. They always floated around that bumper position when it was at 5-on-5. They weren't chasing pucks. They weren't creating things for themselves. But now Klimovich is, and it's really nice to see, because like when he goes in on the boards hard and he uses his body, he's got such a long reach. He also has pretty good like quick decision playmaking, and a lot of that is, it seems like it's kind of just like boom or bust passes a lot of the time. Like sometimes it's a pass to nobody, but sometimes it's like a through the crease pass right onto the tape of someone. So with Klimovich, like his development there's something happening with the development right now of Klimovich that's working. And this isn't the final destination of the train track. We're not going to see Klimovich get called up this year. He's not going to be the guy to come and help the power play in 2 weeks. He's not that. He's going to take a long time still. But we're at like a new stage of the development where I talked about that earlier. You don't want this to be, the house made of wood that gets blown down. You want this to be the structure. This is the structure. The bricks are being laid right now for Danila Klimovich to keep doing what he's doing now and continue to add, and then get back to being more creative, get back to being more confident, work on, handling the puck a little bit better. But right now, like defensively, he's getting back, he's skating hard, he's doing things, he's being physical, he's on the forecheck, he's not just floating. It felt like for a long time, Klimovich just like, he thought that his role on the ice was to shoot the puck into the back of the net, when what he actually needed to do was go out there and play hockey. He needed to go out there and play hockey. He wasn't just a shooter. He's a hockey player. And now he's on the forecheck. He's going out and creating things for himself. I'm not saying he's completely turned the corner. There's still obviously a lot of blemishes in his game, but really, really like what you're seeing with actual development happening on the AHL team. And in the years that I've covered this organization, this is probably the first time I can say that.
Yeah.
Aside from Thatcher Demko, and that's it.
And this isn't a shot.
I can't think of another AHL player that's come through.
This isn't a shot at Trent Call or anybody else that we've talked to in the organization. But Jeremy Colleton, when he was on our show about 2 weeks ago, he was very candid. Like, he wasn't keeping his cards close to his chest or anything. He was talking, very openly. Like, we asked him, like, hey, how do you develop Danila Klimovich? And he said, yeah, it's a challenge. Like, it's not going to be easy, and we have to do this, this, and this. And like, hey, all of his answers were good answers. Like, it wasn't like he tried to dodge anything or, try to pretend like what we were saying wasn't fair or anything like that. Like, you basically brought it up like, hey, it's probably not okay that he swings his stick at a guy when he gets body checked with a clean hit, right? And Colleton was like, yeah, no, it's not okay, and that type of thing. Like, Colleton had a lot to say. And again, if you haven't listened to it already, great interview. It's on the CanucksArmy YouTube channel. And folks, if you haven't already, make sure you go subscribe to that.